Yes, next class is about masking methods. Today I'll explain about masking methods and generating QR codes and creating rotations, step and a repeat. Okay, so these are all right. Yes. Let us check one by one first. In Adobe InDesign, we have masking types, different masking methods are there. Let us try to understand first. So what is masking? Masking here it is in a bit different way. Here we create, right? Frame as container, image as content. Example, I'll take one reference image. So my references are here. Okay, so let us take any reference here. Yeah, I'll take this one. So this is my reference, right? So that means, see, there is a button type. If you move that button, what it is happening? Actually, it is going inside. The photograph is going inside, and this is your container. So container has the photograph, right? It is shifting inside that. Okay, and move this bottom, drag down, it is coming back. Okay, when you click on the photograph, so that means double click on the photograph and move this one along with photograph and your container. So content to container both are moving. Okay, so that means what? Here it is acting as a mask. See, here it is getting inside. You are pushing your photograph inside. Okay, so Control Z I'm using, coming back to normal. So that means what? Here masking we are using in container with the image, okay, as content. Okay, so working with the frames, right? So let us check. There are frames, even you can use these shapes also, but here I'm using this container. So here I want to use this a polygon. So polygon shape. Let us try with the 3 points I'm using here. Okay, I'll create this one and I'm using Alt and Shift. Okay, here it is. And I'll reverse this one. So 180 degrees. Yes, this is. Let us drag here. I'll place here. Okay, here I'm using pen tool. I want to create one shape. Okay, so select this one. So from layers, if you want, you can select this one photograph and lock this one. Okay, next you select your shape here. You click here and move this point to down. Move this point to down. Select this point and down. Okay, now select this entire portion And here in properties, here we have convert points are there. You can select this one, and we created this one. Okay, and I'll move this down and select this entire portion and make it bit smaller. Yes, and I move bit upwards. Yes, this is. So what I'll do, select your photograph. Suppose here, unlock this one. Select your photograph here. Okay, and I'm using Control X on keyboard, and select this shape. Okay, select this shape and come to edit menu, and there is paste into. So what is shortcut? Control plus Alt plus V. Okay, so here it is applied. Okay, so again here we have some button type. That means what? You are actually moving this that inside. If you want, you can change this position, right? So this is working with frames. So this is frame we created and use the content inside. Okay, so even if you want, you can use the outline. So let us take any red color here, and I'm using bit a 10-point size here. Okay, so this is what working with the frames, right? This is one type of masking. Okay, so next come to working with the frames. Even you can create frames also. Let us try here some image, place. Yeah, I'll take this one, open. Yeah, this is. I'll keep this here. Okay, for time being, just you can lock this one from the layers. Here I'm creating different styles of frames, different frames. Suppose here I'm using this rectangle. This is one rectangle, and okay, press Alt and duplicate, and here again press Alt and duplicate. So 3 frames. Okay, in 3 frames you can place them bit in a zigzag regular way. Okay, so just can okay. Okay, this okay. Come to your image layer, select this one, and I'm using Control X, okay, and select these 3. Okay, after selecting these 3, and come to object menu, and here paths, and make compound path. So now it can be a 1. Okay, so select this one and come to edit menu, paste into. Now see, it is pasted. Right, suppose here the space here it is created. Okay, so what I'll do, select this entire one, object menu, and come here and release compound path. So compound path is released. Okay, and then if you want, you can fill a 1 by 1, paste into. Now select this one, edit and paste into. This is nice. And here I'll give some outline support. Yeah, take this outline and I'll use a 5 outline thickness size, and here also the same I'll use. So I'm using 5. Okay, this is nice. And here, because the background is a white, so for that I'm giving the black color. Yeah, and that too in 5. Okay, this is okay. Yeah, I think it is better to take white only. Nice. This is right, working with the frames, right? This is some kind of a masking method. Next here, multiple frame like boxes. So that means what? Multiple frames here we use. So how to do that? Again, I'm taking my reference from file. I'll place this one. Let us take yeah, this one. I'll take this one. So open, drag here and I'll drop. Okay, then here what I'm doing, so for safe side, we'll lock the object in layers for time being. Okay, and then here I'm using a rectangular frame tool, and here I'm dragging to create the rectangle. So this is my the square rectangle, let us say the square, and without releasing your left mouse, press right arrow on keyboard. It is now divided into 2 parts. You can increase the size of that by dragging your left mouse bit right. Okay, and then release your arrow mark and again press right arrow. Now it is divided into 3 parts. Okay, if you want you can make it more. This is okay for me. And now release my right arrow and I am pressing up arrow. Now it is divided vertically and release this one. Now see here, we used multiple frames like boxes. Okay, then what to do? Next, select these frames, all the frames, and from object menu come to paths and make compound path. So that means it became 1. Okay, and unlock your image, select that image. I'm using Ctrl X to cut that one and select these all boxes and come to edit menu, okay, and paste into. Now see, it is pasted. Beautiful, right? So sometimes we observe all these things from any magazines, corporate magazines, and commercial magazines, right? Okay, here see. Now if you want to edit anything, so you can edit. Suppose here you can select all, or otherwise one portion with this direct selection tool. You can select that point, just zoom it a little bit. So select that point here. I select that point, otherwise select this point. You can make changes, any changes you want. Suppose here it is my change, and here if you want you can take this one, so select this point. So here I want to select this point, select these points, select these points, and delete that one, the particular box. And if you want, you can add any text, here. I'm using a right click to get the fill with the placeholder text. See, the placeholder text added. And if you want, you can select one portion and give the color, or otherwise here select the text here, and character formatting controls, and here we have there is drop cap. So I'm using this drop cap, and the drop cap color I'll change. And if you want, you can add more drop caps, okay, the size, and you can add more, but right now I don't want more. And here select this portion and change this color to something like a pink color. This is, now see, this is the nice design. Generally you observe, we find on any magazines, right, corporate brochures and magazines we observe. And if you want, you can select this one, and add some drop shadow. Drop shadow means outline, not drop shadow exactly. Okay, here I'm using size, the 5 size I'm giving. Okay, if you like, you give the outline of this one, otherwise you can change to any other color. Yeah, this is, I'm giving this color. Okay, so control less. Yes, next come to masking methods, cutout type. So there is a cutout type. So for that I want one more reference. So here I am using, and take this one, open, and here I place my image here. This is my image. Wait, zoom it here. Okay, so for timing, I'll lock this from the layers panel. This is, I'll lock this one. Here I'm using pen tool. So pen tool, and select this entire the portion. Right. Okay, here I'm using pen tool. Just understand this. This is okay. This is my cutout here. Okay. Then again unlock this image here, and I'm using Control X, okay, and select this one, come to edit menu and paste into. So now it is pasted, and if you want you can select this to white color, sunny outline as outline. Yeah, this is giving, and I'm giving so 10. Yeah, this is nice. So this is, yes, so Control less I'm giving. Okay, this is a cutout, just like cutout type, and here we have create outlines to text. So what is this? Now we are using for the text. For that again I want a reference image, place here, okay, and here I am using which one? This is this one I'm using. Open and drag this here. Okay, so this is my image here. So for timing you can unlock this from the layer and type the text here. I'm using this 72. Okay, and the text is a design, and I'll change the font. I want bit a thick font to understand more clearly. Yeah, this is, but I want to increase the size of this text. 85 I'm giving. Okay, so 85. So I'll keep this 200. Yeah, this is, otherwise I'll increase. So 72, right? So I'll give more. Okay, done. Yes, next what I have to do, first we have to change this to outlines. So suppose this is your text, and come to a type menu. There is create outlines. Just click on that. It is created to outlines. Okay, and then if you want you can change this to outline only, because we want outline, not filling colors. Now select this entire one and come to object menu, and here there are paths. Okay, and release compound path. Okay, now the compound path is released, right? And now select the image. Suppose here it is. Unlock this one. Okay, and Control X, you can select the previously like. Make compound path. Compound path means at a time you are selecting that one and edit and paste into. Right, this is nice, right? Because see here it is giving the good sense, right? And even there is the masking button is there here. You can push that masking button. Okay, so here it is. Push that masking button and inside your actual picture you are moving into that mask. This is nice. Move backward also. Yeah, just move this. This is nice. Let's move bit dark. Yeah, this is, it is interesting, right? And there is a black outline is there. Instead of this black outline, you can give any color, say it as a white, or otherwise I'll change this to some any other color, and I'll go with a green. I'll go with green here. Okay, and increase the size, not that much, 3.3 or -5. That's it. Okay, so this is what create outlines to a text. This is for text, and Control S I'm using, and come here, and here we have a feathering effect. So what is feathering effect? Feathering effect is it's like, I'll explain. First let us place your object. Okay, and I'll take this one. Yeah, this image I'll take. So open and place here, and place here. Now see, so right click on that image, and there are effects, and here we have outer glow, drop shadow. So these are the things are there, right? And to entering into that effects, first let us check the gradient feather. So this is my gradient feather, and I'm using these two here. Little bit I'm adding, not this much. Yeah, yeah, this portion. Otherwise I'll take here. Otherwise from top. You can see, you can move this frequently 2-3 times, then you will understand. Yeah, this is nice. So there is a feather effect. So this is kind of, it is kind of a mask. Now see, here we are adding into that. Right, this is nice. This is what feathering effect. Now come to detect edges. So what is this? We're detecting the edges. Okay, here I'm using in masking method, there is detect edges, right? So detect edges are what? I'll take one picture, I'll take this picture and I'll place to this one, open, and here you can create this, add this here, add this one. Okay, and now what I'm doing, I'm selecting object menu. From object menu there is a clipping path and options are there, click on that. So right now it is in none. Select the detect edges, or edges are detected. Okay, here the edges are detected here, and you can give the threshold value. Just I'll keep this side because it is covering that. Yes, so object again, where is, yes, clipping path and options, and change this to detect edges. Okay, so edges are detected here, the text entered there. You can change the threshold value, so it is going more inside, so bit back as per your requirement. You change the threshold value. This much is enough. Yeah, this much, because don't come to very close. Okay, and this tolerance value, take the tolerance value. This is the tolerance value. can giving the values, check the tolerance values. Yeah, this is okay, the tolerance values, and invert here, it is inverted. Okay, include inside edges. So there are inside edges also, you can take that one. Carefully choose this one. Yeah, I'm using restrict to frame. Okay, and increase this tolerance value, and threshold also little bit I'm giving. Yeah, this is okay. Okay, right. So now say okay. Now see, your text is what add into that your image. Okay, so let us move this to this side. So here I'm using here the bottom here, bottom here. Okay, so let us select this properly, select this text, lock this text first, and select this one, and move this to one corner. Yes, one corner. And next unlock this one and select your image here, and from control panel you find here no text wrap at present. Here it is wrap around bounding box. The same thing you can observe, you can find from the properties here, right? So here see text wrap, and here wrap around bounding box, and here we have a wrap around object shape. So I think this is nice. And give the values. So you can, instead of 0 I'm giving this one, so that it is pushing your text a bit back. I think this is better. Yeah, this is better. And now say here it is, this is looking very nice, right? So it detected edges. Okay, and control S and come here. So creating a rotations. So rotations, what? To rotate your objects, I'm using pen tool to create some design here. So this is my design, and you can move this shape properly. Yeah, this is. Yes, fill color. So I'm using this red, and if you want you can remove the outline. Okay, so we have to rotate this one. How to rotate this one? There is a rotation tool is there. Okay, so there is a rotation tool. The shortcut is R. Click here. First to select this one and click the rotation tool. Your rotation point is here. Okay, by pressing Alt and keyboard, move this to one side. Suppose here I'm moving this to this here. Okay, leave this one. Here it is showing angle, some angle. So randomly I'm giving the 40 degrees, and first copy and on the preview and say copy. So copy and right click on that, and here we have the transform again options. Transform sequence again. The shortcut is Control plus Alt plus 4. Okay, I'm using on keyboard Control plus Alt plus 4. This is nice. Okay, now select all. Okay, and move here, and I'm using Control G, group. Okay, so here we are creating the rotations, and again you can Control C, copy, Control Shift V, that means a duplicate. Okay, suppose Control C, there is a Control C, okay, copy, and here paste in place, Control Alt Shift V, here Control Alt Shift V, copied, and move this to here, this side, and you can change this to your required area. Yeah, anyway, it's not looking good, so I'm keeping this only. Okay, so Control S, I saved this one, and here it is a step and repeat. Step and repeat means what? Suppose here in a curve, in a proper one circular shape, we created rotations. Here step and repeat. So here I use again this pen tool, and I'm changing this to another shape. Yes. Okay, and fill here any color, check with the green, and I'll remove outline, done, and reduce this page size. Okay, then here in edit we have step and repeat. So what? Control plus Alt plus U. Okay, here in default the columns are 4, the 4 columns. Okay, and suppose here the preview should be on, right? So you can increase the columns if you want, and it is in horizontal. If you want in vertically, you can keep this in vertical. Okay, and give the this size here, it is 1.75. so let us give the same one. First I'll create again step and repeat. Okay, so 1.75 I'm giving 1.75, and now see, this is a 4, right? So you can increase the rows if you want. Okay, so not required, this is yes. Okay, this is what? A step and repeat horizontally and vertically. Now come to creating this generate QR code. So it's very simple to create. Okay, let us first take any generation objects, generate QR code here, and here types are there. The type, the plain text, otherwise give your phone number or text message or email or business card, whatever it is. So here there is a web hyperlink also there. Okay, so you can give that, or otherwise take any number, any phone number. Here I am giving, suppose so 9121850425 is the content. Okay, now say okay. Now drag here, and now this is your QR code for that number, right? And if you want to edit that from properties, there is a QR code editor is there. So click here and come here. You can choose the color, whatever the color you want. So save okay. Now this is right. So this is the way to create a generate a QR code. Now see. So today we have covered all these things. Different type of maskings are there, and feathering effects, detect objects, and creating rotations, step and repeat, and generating QR code, right? So this is the class for today.